Listen, Georgi, I know what I'm doing, but there's no going back now.
I know, my dear friend. It's just that we lost such a brilliant mind that terrible night. I'm afraid of losing you, too, all over some romantic squabbles. And this misunderstanding also cost you your good looks.
I don't want to listen to this anymore. No more distractions, you hear me?
Oh yes, of course. I'm very happy to hear that it's all in the past now.
Good. So let's get to it. I would like to see some results as soon as possible. We both know that she's the key. We've wasted enough time already.
All right. Just don't do anything rash, please. We need to follow the proper protocols.
So my dear friend Boris worked with Semenov even after the Chernobyl disaster. I wonder what happened to his face. And Tanya is the key. The key to what? More secrets. I've got to keep digging.
Your trials were too aggressive, my friend. I told you that you were using too much, didn't I? I told you. You're lucky you didn't end up brain dead like the others. But here we are. Boris is dead. Truly dead this time. There's no reason to pretend otherwise now. I suppose I should have seen this coming. The mental projections you told me about, the visions, they've been building for some time. To be honest, I just thought that your hallucinations meant you were losing your mind. Prolonged exposure to Chernobylite often causes psychosis and hysteria, after all. Why, I've seen the test subjects babbling about Cthulhu, or wanting to save the world from rats. You really did it, my friend. You crossed the Rubicon. You achieved something that no one has ever achieved before. Well, except her, but she has a different purpose. You will be the first of your kind. You will help me bring about a new era of human evolution. You will help me reach the stars. Forget your past. Forget your pathetic personal involvements. Distractions. Foolish distractions for the weak. Wasting your time seeking validation from others, but not anymore. You don't need any of that going forward. You're to be my right hand in the days to come. It's time to drop your old mask and don a new one. Time to become what you were always meant to be. The Black Stalker. Wake up soon. We've got plenty to do, you and I.
So it was Boris all along. He started the Chernobylite trials on himself and became the Black Stalker. Dear God.
I've told you everything you need to know, General. What seems to be the problem?
The problem? That's what you're calling it. Look, I won't even pretend to understand what you and your lab monkeys are doing down there. And I wouldn't care if I did. What I do care about is this facility and the safety of my men. So the next time you decide to rush an experiment that can potentially release a bunch of fucking monsters into the world, please tell me beforehand so I have time to devise a strategy.
First off, the shadows are key to our research. They are hybrids that... You know what? I won't bother you with details that you won't be able to understand anyways. And second, actually, no, I'm responsible to the board, not to you, Kozlov. Your job is to safeguard this operation, not lecture me on things you will never come close to understanding. In fact, the board wants you to cooperate closely, very closely, with my right-hand man. I would like you to familiarize him with all of our security protocols.
Who? The freak in the black mask? You want to tell me who the hell he is? I'd like to know who I'm working with.
If you need a name, call him what the rest of your men call him, the Black Stalker. One last thing, I know you don't share my views on the future prospects of this organization. But don't even think about throwing in the towel. If we fail, there will be hell to pay for both of us. There is no walking away now.
So the NAR is somehow responsible for creating shadows. Or at least releasing them into the world. And Boris, the Black Stalker, is also involved in NAR security.
Hey, Mousy. Have you ever heard the story of the wolf in sheep's clothing?
Yes?
What if it was a mousy in rat's clothing? Or a hare in hunter's clothing? How do you like that?
I'm not sure it's the same.
Of course it is. Sometimes you need to change your skin to stay hidden amongst your enemies.
You're talking about a disguise.
A disguise, sure. I have some useful items stashed in my hideout. The uniforms used by the Rat King's top minions, for example. Then you will look like them and smell like them.
An NAR officer's uniform would definitely be useful.
Look in the building adjacent to the Duggar radar building, 3rd floor. I laid some traps, so watch out for them, Mousy. These traps kill rats and mousies alike. Memorize this rhyme. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A hunter went out for a walk. Suddenly, a hare appeared and shot him down. Bang, bang! Oh, oh, oh! The hunter is going to die. He's crawling back home, saying, "Bury me deep and let me lie."
It's the other way around. The hunter shot the hare. 1, 2, 3. Every kid in the country knows that rhyme.
It beats a password that anyone can copy. Also, here's the key, so you don't have to break in like a common thief. I am ready to continue the great rat catcher's work. Are you?
The day is still young, Igor. Don't waste it. Let's do something.
Ready for another gig?
What's our next move, boss?
What's the skinny, partner?
All these years in the zone and all that Tarakan has to show for it are some officers' uniforms? Be careful, Igor. Don't end up as rat bait.
Good to see you, Grigor. My brother in arms. Want to trade some stuff?
See you later.
I wonder what my wife is doing right now. Probably hanging out with her stupid hipster friends.
Come into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. 'Tis the coziest little parlor you ever did spy. Finish the sentence or die, little fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Wrong answer. Taste the spider's venom. The way into my parlor is up a winding stair. I have many curious things to show you when you are there. Here comes another riddle for you, pesky fly. Suddenly, a hair appeared.
And shot him down.
Correct. Oh, you are one lucky insect. Oh, no, no, said the little fly. To ask me is in vain. For who goes up your winding stair can ne'er come down again. A verse for you. Bang, bang, hoo, hoo, hoo.
The hunter is going to die.
You really are something, you filthy fly. You've come further than I had guessed. But this ends soon. I'm sure you must be weary, dear, soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed? Said the spider to the fly. Now, pay attention. He was crawling back home.
Saying, bury me deep and let me lie.
I can't believe you made it, you sneaky fly. Well, come into my parlor. Enjoy.
Officer's stripes. I'm sure these will look good on me.
One more thing. My computer. I have over 10 gigs of findings concerning Chernobylite.
Great. What am I supposed to do about it?
You know how to use Norton Commander? Launch the Rat King program. It will compress the files and upload them to the cloud. It may take some time. It's a 486DX processor with 512 kilobytes of RAM.
Well, that will take hours.
I'm no fucking Black Hand, but that's way too risky. Let's burn the place down and get the hell out of there.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. Walk me through it, Tarakan.
Unlock the computer and type Rat King Death, all uppercase. This will activate the hidden .bat file.
God, I do love the 90s.
This is a fucking mistake.
Okay, here we go.
I thought keeping you close was supposed to increase my chances of survival, not put me in the ground. What the hell was that?
I gave you what you needed to disarm the traps, and you did fine. I'm proud of you, Mousy.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're on my side. Thanks for nothing.
The sharpest sword must be forged in the hottest fires of hell. Soon you will see it wasn't for nothing, Mousy.
All these documents and research, where did it come from?
Next to the garbage incinerator. The woman in the red dress told me where to look.
Are you kidding me?
Not at all. I guess somebody fell asleep on the job. Nobody's perfect, Mousy, not even the Rat King's lackeys.
G'day, mate.
Hi, McKeel. I wanted to ask you something. How long have you been in the zone?
Oh, years. Can't remember exactly. Some of those years were pretty wild, if you catch my drift. But it feels like forever.
Have you always been a stalker?
Not always. Before I embraced this lifestyle, I did some other things. Bug shit crazy, dangerous things.
You've got my attention.
You gotta do what you gotta do to survive, am I right? I used to pick blueberries and sell them. It was really fucking hazardous stuff.
How is picking blueberries dangerous?
You don't know your own shitty ass from your elbow, Professor Fancy Pants, but allow Uncle Mikhail to bring you up to speed. Blueberries are freaking irradiated as shit. Mushrooms, too. I was dealing with this guy who worked as a border guard, right? He used to search any 18-wheelers or lorries coming through, anytime they flashed red on the radiation monitors. First time I met him, he was shitting bricks. He thought somebody was smuggling a dirty bomb into the European Union. But it wasn't a radiological device. It was fucking blueberries from Pripyat.
Oh my!
This load exceeded the norm 4 to 6 times over. I kid you not, sir. It's not gonna kill you outright, but it certainly isn't healthy, even with all those antioxidants.
Fascinating. Did they put a stop to it?
Of course not. The exporters just started diluting the more glowing blueberries with the less glowing ones, so the cargo wouldn't trigger the alarm. And so, glow-in-the-dark blueberries traveled to Poland, and from there to the rest of the European Union.
What irony. In the end, everyone gets a taste of the Chernobyl disaster. Mikhail,
Perhaps a fuck gathering in...
Actually...
What's going on, Igor?
What can I do for you, Professor?
Hi, Olga.
I'd be glad to.
Actually...
Igor, I need to talk to you.
No Mousy today. So the Rat King is gone?
It won't be long before it returns. We don't have much time. You need to help me. I need to find out what happened to me. I remember the explosion.
Were you close to reactor number 4? That was the night Tachana disappeared. What do you remember?
Not much. Fire, sirens wailing, burned men, agonized screaming. It was Kharkiv in 1972.
What? I think you've got the time and geography mixed up.
The KGB and some military geniuses tried to put out a fire in the natural gas mine with a nuclear device. Almost a kiloton yield. They blew everything up, the morons. The column of fire and radioactive ash, kilometers high. People in villages nearby thought it was the end of the world.
What were you doing there?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. All I know is I was there to observe.
Calm down, Tarakan. We'll get to the bottom of it eventually. Try to get some rest now, all right?
Do you have a moment, Igor?
Sure. What do you need?
I was wondering about that deranged old hobo I did the Duga radar gig for.
Tarakan?
Yeah, some of the things he said in passing makes me think there's more to him.
More than a demented techno-shaman with a knack for spy stuff and an unhealthy obsession with rats?
Funny. But yes, I think he uses that stuff as a shell, interpersonal armor. There's something underneath all of that. When I was in Budrakia prison, I met some guys doing time for political stuff. They told me how in the olden days, high-level, disloyal types were committed to a nut house. I mean, what's up with that, right?
It had more to do with protecting the whole system than punishing one person. The people in charge wanted to send a message that it was insane not to believe the Soviet Union was the best country, or countries in the world.
Yeah, insane. Did you know any rebels like that?
I don't think so. Why?
There was this rumor about someone important who was about to blow the whistle on the Duga project. He got chucked into the loony bin before he could speak up.
Really? Who do you think it was?
Beats me. The official reason was a mental breakdown after the Chernobyl disaster. Convenient timing, if you ask me. We probably won't ever know who it was. Lobotomies and drugs will turn your brain to mush.
Hey.
About what? I can show you.
Actually, I can't do it.
Dear Igor, apologies for this pre-recorded message, but it's for your own safety. I found something that will help you in your search. The documents are on the roof of the Pripyat hospital. Come as quickly as you can and try to be discreet. My superiors would be very unhappy if they knew I was helping you.
I knew I could count on the old man. I would have contacted him sooner, if only I'd known he was here.
I am ready to continue the great rat catcher's work. Are you?
The day is still young, Igor.
Ready for another gig? Let's make it happen.
Let's get cracking.
Could this be a turning point, Igor? Having such a powerful ally in this place could change everything for you. But then again, you've always been so trusting. I hope it won't be your downfall.
Oh, these must be the documents Professor Semenov left for me.
This is General Koslov of the NAR. You're coming with us quietly. No harm will come to you unless you force my hand. We disabled your technology. There's no way out of this building. Do yourself a favor. Surrender. It's the best option for everyone.
I sense the Rat King closing in on you. Run!
You have to do the right thing here, Igor. I know it's risky, but this could be our only opportunity to hurt them from the inside. Or at least learn something valuable.
What the hell are you saying? You want me to surrender?
Think like a partisan, will you? They underestimate you. Use it to your advantage. You'll find out a way to break free later.
Okay, I give up. I want to talk to the people in charge.
You overestimate your value, Professor Kamenyuk. Alpha Team, take him.
Notify me as soon as the patrol has returned, Sergeant. Welcome back to the world of the living, Kamenyuk. At least, for the moment. The name's Koslov. I'm Chief of NAR Security. But perhaps you figured that out already. You know, I have plenty of crap to deal with every day. Guarding the exclusion zone against trespassers and lunatics who harass my men and refuse to let us conduct our business in peace. If you were just another dark tourist or stalker, or whatever these idiots call themselves nowadays, it would make my job much easier. But we both know that's not the case. Now, are you ready to drop the act and speak with me man to man?
Sure. Let's talk like civilized people.
We're developing something big here. Something important. You know this. It's the reason you're here, isn't it? You may find this hard to believe, but all this is simply business. NAR paid the Ukrainian government a fortune to lease this land. Yet we are treated like a hostile occupation force. And for what? The zone is filthy with dangerous radiation. These busybodies would rather die of cancer than live a long, happy life tending their gardens. If anything, we're doing those crazy Samoshas a favor by keeping them out of harm's way. Wouldn't you agree?
The patrol has returned, sir. They say they have news.
Perfect. And about time. Excuse me, Kamenyuk. I will return momentarily.
Don't you want to test it?
Fuck no. This is way above my pay grade. The gear stays in the lab.
You must be a lot of fun at parties, aren't you? Fine, fine. Have it your way.
Looks like my gear is in the lab. I have to get it back before someone starts tampering with it.
I could use a smoke. I thought I saw something. Weird. Must have been rats. I hate goddamn rats.
The body definitely fits the description. Guess this is the locksmith's brother, Athanasius. That's too bad. The locksmith seemed like a nice guy. knew it. They're conducting experiments at the power plant. But why are they in such a hurry? After all, Chernobyl belongs to them.
can't take it anymore! I don't want to! The torture! The suffering!
What's happening? Is it a vision?
I see a woman! A young woman. She's in so much pain!
What?
The rats got to her! They tied her to a tree! They're eating her alive! No! I cannot watch! They're cutting into her! They're gnawing on her flesh, lapping up her blood!
What are you babbling about? You're not making any sense.
They are so hungry, these rats! Oh, you cannot believe what hunger will drive a living being to do! The Gulag and the Xeno Island. Thousands of little city mice sent on a voyage to hell. My father was there.
It rings a bell, but wasn't that before the war?
Makes no difference, Mousy. Past, present, future. All are the same in the eyes of the Rat King.
Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry about your father.
3 meals are all that separate us from the rats, Igor. Crazed with hunger.
You and your damned rats. Hey there.
But of course I can.
Actually, I can't.
What's up, Igor?
Tell me about your time with Yura Kirpish.
Why the interest all of a sudden?
You tested me because you wanted to know who you were working with. Now, I'd like to know more about you.
Fair enough. Well, I did a few things I regret.
Like what?
The businessy term for its goods redistribution.
You stole from the rich and gave unto yourself.
Not myself. We used to have a, guess you would call it a fund. Something like a joint bank account. Everyone had to contribute. It was used to pay for our wages and bribe the police, but also to help anyone struggling, living in poverty. Yuri Kipish is one nasty motherfucker. He also takes care of his neighborhood.
He sounds like a real hero.
You don't get it. How could you? You never wondered where you were going to sleep at night or when you'd get to eat next?
A lot of people are born into poverty. They don't all become criminals.
A lot of people are living a life of quiet desperation. I don't agree with that. I don't give a rat's ass about other people's rights and wrongs. I define my own morality. Never ask for anything and make your own luck. That's my motto.
That's pretty dark. I guess you don't have much hope for humanity.
Oh, I do. I hope it fucks itself over for good one day. Once and for all.
Hey,
about what? I can show you.
Actually...
Hey, Professor!
I don't have a choice, right?
You know, the first time I saw you, I said to myself, that guy must be a load of fun at parties. Okay, check this out. My uncle Misha used to go to Ozersk to buy large quantities of alcohol and chocolate from the staff of Mayak nuclear power plant. This was in the 50s. Ah, what a strange time that was. Whew! If you were working on a fucking A-bomb, you had your pick of all the delicacies denied to the rest of our motherland.
What can I tell you? I don't approve of that kind of system, but I guess they needed to keep the scientists happy.
Word has it was easier for those guys to get brandy than carrots. So they started to trade with the villages nearby. So, Misha.
For God's sake, I haven't got time for this.
Wait. This is gonna be good, I promise. So, Uncle Misha made contact with one of the Mayak workers. Nice girl. She snuck through a hole in the barbed wire fence to meet up with him. For a moment, Misha thought maybe they were gonna have a, romantic encounter. A little tit-on-tit or something.
You mean, tete-a-tete?
What did I just say? Anyway, as soon as she sees Misha, she pulls a gun on him.
What?
I know, right? And she's like, relinquish all your potatoes and carrots or I'll shoot! But Misha didn't scare easily, and he was also quite a charmer. So he tipped his hat and replied, for a kiss from your lips, I'll get you all the potatoes in the world, my fair lady.
That's quite a story, Mikhail. But what happened to this Casanova uncle of yours?
Oh, he was executed for speculation and whatnot. Barry didn't like how lax security had gotten, so he had a dozen guys lined up and shot as an example.
Too bad. Sounds like a colorful character.
That's the way the shit cookie crumbles. But he had a great fucking life, and that's what I'm going to remember.
Mikhail, you...
Have stuff gathering and...
Actually...
How are things, Prophet?
Hey, Sam.
About what? I can show you.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
Life on the streets taught me that quick reflexes can mean the difference between coming home and coming home in a box. Sometimes it can help you dodge a bullet. I mean, not literally, but you can remove yourself from harm's way. Let's see if I can teach you some new tricks, old dog. First, breathe from the bottom of your belly. Slowly flex that diaphragm. Feel the air filling you from your toes to the top of your head. Now, don't hold it. Just release it. Not too slow, but not too fast either. Focus on your breathing and repeat the exercise 3 or 4 times. Okay, talk is cheap. I'm gonna fire the rubber bullets at you. You try to anticipate the shot and cover before you get hit. Ha! That was fast. You're pretty spry for an over-the-hill pre-perestroika scientist. Take cover, Igor! You're getting good at this. Take cover, Igor! Nice moves, old-timer. You still got it. Take cover, Igor! Good to see you're still in shape. It'll come in handy. Outstanding. You got the reflexes of a teenage gangbanger on Crystal. I'd take you into my crew. No questions asked. Good to see you're still in shape. It'll come in handy.
You, have a minute?
For you, partner? Of course.
I can't stop thinking about what happened to Anton.
I know. I'm really sorry, Olivier.
He was one of the good guys, you know. And my friend. I can't help but wonder...
If we could have done something differently to save him?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Only too well, Olivier. Only too well.